Okay, so I'm trying to go live, and I think I've done just that. Okay, sorry everyone, my network kind of went off, but I fixed it now. Isaac, please, I'm making you host, so you help me accept people so I can concentrate. Thank you very much. Okay, good evening, everybody. You're welcome to this session of Pick a Niche. We're going to be having an amazing time, and we're already streaming live on YouTube. Sorry, in case my network goes off, please let's not stop. Just continue because I don't know what's up with my network today. And I want to be sure everybody's hearing me. If you can hear me, just write. I can hear you on the chat box, or you can just drop an emoji, or yeah, just make sure that you can hear me. Make me know that you can hear me actually. Okay, thank you very much. So today I'll be having, yeah, thank you. We'll be having an amazing session. It's quite exciting for me because, yeah, I'm a lady, I'm a woman, and I'm hosting three beautiful women that are doing so well in their space. And Even if you're a guy, you're supposed to be here and listen. And you're supposed to tell your girlfriend to join the session, or your wife, or anybody that is a lady around you to join this session. And yeah, we're going to have an amazing time. So I just want to confirm that my guests can hear me and we can hear them. So today we'll be talking to Clara Afef. She's a barista. She's a blockchain barista, actually. And she's doing so well in the space. So, hi, Miss Clara. Can you just say hi to us?
Hi, everyone. Hi.
Hi, good evening. I can hear you. Okay. Oh, she's looking so beautiful. Okay,
Thank you.
Okay, so the next on my list is Victoria Haruna. So Victoria, can you just say hi to us so that we know that you can hear us?
Hi. Hello, everyone.
Hi, nice to meet you. Thanks for coming on the show. Please don't mute yourself. Just leave yourself unmuted so that.
Okay, that's fine.
We'll not be having. Okay, so the last person on my list, last but not the least, is Victoria Mekaina. She's from Kenya. I'm right. I'm not mistaken. Hi, Victoria. Can you just talk to us?
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening. Okay, so I'll just let each and every one of you just introduce yourself, just tell us what you do, and we'll start off from there. So we're going to start with Miss Clara.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Good evening. I'm so happy to be here. My name is Clara Eduapev. I'm a legal tech expert, data scientist, and business developer. I help businesses start up, grow, and thrive. And yes, especially blockchain businesses recently. Yeah, so that's it about me.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so Victoria Haruna.
Hi, everyone. Okay, good day. Yeah, same here. It's good to be here, and it's nice to see you all. I am Victoria, and I'm the CEO of Deftify. Deftify is a multi-purpose DeFi and NFT ecosystem, and I also double as the founder of BeCryptoWise, which is a crypto educational platform. That's Victoria.
Thank you so much. Nice meeting you. Okay, hi Victoria Makaina. Can you just talk to us about yourself? Tell us a little about yourself.
Hi, can you guys see me?
Yeah, we can.
So my name is Victoria McKenna. I'm from Kenya. I'm the community lead for WingiWeb. WingiWeb is a research hub that has recently launched, and we are targeting mostly developers. So yeah, if we have any developers in the house, please feel free to hook up with me after this. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. You're so beautiful too. We're all beautiful. So today we're going to be talking about breaking the bias. And I would like, since we have a barrister in our midst, so Barrister Clara, just tell us what is bias. Then from there we can start the conversation.
So bias really is like discrimination, a certain kind of discrimination in such a way that, okay, so I'll just give an example. I'm very explanatory in my examples, right? So it's more like saying that because like certain people are a particular gender or a certain group, it means that they cannot do a certain thing, right? So that's I'm trying to break it down to this conversation. So bias in this context is more like people are, trying to discriminate in such a way that they're saying that because you are female, you cannot dare certain things, or you even put that bias on yourself in such a way that you feel that because you are born from a certain background, it means that you cannot reach this height or you cannot do a certain thing. So that's bias for me.
So, Victoria, okay, Victoria Haruna. I'm sorry, your names are the same, so I have to differentiate. So, Vasila has explained what bias is. Now, the theme for the International Women's Day for this year is breaking the bias or break the bias. So, how do you think in Nigeria we can break this bias, more like being treated the way we ought to be treated?
Okay, so in Nigeria, basically, we are already breaking the bias. Women are basically everywhere and anywhere. They are in majorly all fields at the moment. And especially when you're in Lagos, really, life teaches you to break the bias by yourself, just so that you are able to hustle and live life to the fullest. So when you're talking about breaking the bias, it means you don't get relegated to the back as a woman. You are able to be dependent, not the feminist dependency, I mean, but be dependent kind of, and be able to push through irrespective of the fact that they say it's a man's world. As a woman, you should be able to thrive and take up positions that is is not just for a man, but it's for everyone. For me, I don't see anything as a man's job. We are all human beings, really. So we are expected to be in the forefront as well, just like the man. So that would be what I would call break the bias.
You're the school of thoughts that what a man can do, a woman can do better.
That's true, because when a woman puts her heart at something, she gets it done, irrespective. She goes through all. If she sets her mind to do that, she goes through all the hurdles. She goes the extra mile to achieve a goal to the fullest. Unlike a man, the kind of stress a woman would want to go through, a man might not basically want to go through that kind of stress. But as a woman, life teaches you that stress is a normal thing, actually. Stress and pain is a normal thing, actually.
It's really a normal thing. But psychology, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I feel that there's no way you can go through life without stress, really, right? There's no way you can go through life without stress. You either so you just have to find a way to be able to weather the storm irregardless. And which is what we're saying, that because we are women, there's one bias I even heard one time, that men drive with their head, women drive with their emotions, right? So there's just a lot. People put the lead on women saying, she not fit do this job because she's a woman, right? She can't, don't put her in this position because she's going to mess it up because she's a woman. I remember when our dear President Buhari was saying that women are meant for only the bedroom and the other room. The other room. That is a bias right there, right? That's a bias right there. They're trying to put a lead on us, saying that because cultural and historical perspective has been like women can't be this, it means that women actually cannot be this. But really, we are able to be able with I'm seeing recently the rise of future forward females in such a way that women have been breaking all those stereotypical views of people that we have carried for a very long time. And we're doing amazing. We have female presidents now, and they're doing amazing. So who said women can't thrive? So that's the bias we're trying to break.
Okay. So now coming into the blockchain space, let me just give a very short story. When I wanted to do crypto, I knew about crypto in 2017. Around 2016, 2017, I would have been an OG by now, which I'm not. I got to know about crypto. I got to know about Bitcoin. So I met this guy that was into it, and I'm like, teach me this thing. I want to know it. And he said it's not for girls. That's what he told me. He told me it's not for girls. And I'm like, which one is not for girls? Like, I'm not a girl, I'm a tomboy. I want to learn this thing. And he said, no, he's not going to teach me. As at then, Bitcoin was maybe $200 or $300 or so. He refused to teach me. He insisted I wasn't going to teach me. He preferred giving me money. Instead, he would send me money instead of teaching me what Bitcoin was. So when I got to get an opportunity after my service and I was working, I got to know about crypto, and I was determined. And whenever I remember what that guy said to me, that is not for girls, I said, you see this thing, I must learn it. That word was my motivation. So it was my motivation. Like when I just remember he said it's not for girls. And I was determined to prove him wrong that I can actually do this thing. So that was actually what made me dive into crypto 100%. And today he comes to me. He doesn't know technical analysis. He just knows how to buy crypto and hold. That was the only thing he knows how to do. So when he saw me in the space and he's like, I say, see you something you used to teach me. Now you're coming to me. So it's not just a man's world anymore. So let me go to Victoria Mekaina. She's into crypto.
I'm sorry,
she's in the
gold.
blockchain space.
Yeah. 1 minute. Like someone just asked a question whether this is a women's meeting. So I think that we should just broaden it a little so that the men can also break their own bias.
Okay, it's actually not a women's meeting, but it's in celebration of the International Women's Day. So the theme of the event was titled breaking the bias or break the bias. So that's what we're talking about. It's not a women's meeting, but yeah, we're talking about it. Yeah, you all have women in your life. So if you're here, you're supposed to enjoy this conversation. You have a mother, you have a wife, you have a sister, you definitely have a daughter also. So you're actually part of this conversation, even as a man. Okay, so let's go back to the question I was asking Victoria Mekaina. You're in the crypto space, you're in the blockchain space. Like, what bias did you face coming into the space? Why didn't you just, okay, it's a man's thing, let me just let it slide and maybe go and sell hair or become a makeup artist? Okay, so Victoria Mekaina, yeah.
Well, I noticed that most of the events that I used to attend around the city, most of them used to have men. Is it men? I don't know if that's the correct word, but yeah. So, and most of these events were developer events. So you could like find that most of the guys were like 99% of the participants were male, and then like the 1% were female. But as time went by and more adoption increased around the country, I mean, that's changing right now. So yeah, for me, that was a bit difficult to attend any event and then you just meet yourself. You're just the only girl. Yeah, so I mean, it's still a challenge, but you're getting there.
So have you
I don't know if
faced
that
any
answers your question.
bias? Yeah, I said, have you faced any bias? Like, have someone told you why you're a developer, you're a girl, you're supposed to be doing a girly job or something?
Yeah. So most of these events, you're like, why you here? Like, they didn't even think I was going there to study whatever they are studying. If it's an hackathon, like most of them were like, maybe I'm going there for fun, or I don't know, like it's just that, are you sure you one of us? Yeah, there's definitely that bias that always comes on, especially when it's more of a developer kind of an event. Yeah, it's still there.
Okay, so let's come back to Barista Clara. Now, I know Barista Clara is kind of this kind of person. So, Barista Clara, have you ever been denied a job because you're a lady?
No, I've not. I've not been denied a job, but I've been denied, like I've been put down at some point in my life because they felt that I couldn't do it because I was a lady.
Why did they think that? Is it not the same kind of law school? Was it not the same book that you studied and all that?
Okay.
So why would they discriminate?
Okay, so let me put a whole perspective to this, right? So during my NYC, I did like a project, like it was going to be like a major project. I was trying to like set up a skill center for physically challenged children, right, in Akwa Ibom State, and it was going to be a big project that required huge money. And when I went to submit proposals, like I was going to submit proposals to Ministry for Women Affairs and all of that for them to approve the project, they'll give me the look like, yeah, first off, you're a lady. So as a matter of fact, you will not be able to pull this off. So they rejected me for months. Like it was terrible. It just felt like, why was I even doing this? They just, put a lead on it, that because you're a lady, you can't attempt this kind of project. First is tasking, and then second, it requires a lot of money to be able to, do the project and all. But eventually I proved them wrong and I did the project. So, I broke the bias.
Does it mean women we always have to prove ourselves? Why a man doesn't have to prove himself?
That's how it looks
like.
Okay,
what's wrong?
That's how it looks like, because I remember people that were trying to dare projects like that. Guys, they weren't being turned down. They just come, submit their proposal, and everything just goes smoothly. But for me, it took months, and it took someone believing that it wasn't even that they believed that I was going to pull it off. It was just like, this girl has been disturbing, so let her just do it and fail, and Kukma just, fail and all of that. So, and all, even when it was time for them to commission the project, the NYC officials, like the major officials, didn't want to come for the commissioning. They didn't want to be embarrassed because I was a lady. Yeah. Right. And then eventually, the ones that came, they went back with word and all of that. And then I was getting, interviews back and forth, Inspiration FM, Comfort FM, back to back. And, that was when they knew that, okay, this girl was able to like do what exactly she said she wanted to do. And, a lot of people were shocked. And even at that time, like doing the project opened my eyes to like the whole, putting you in a box. I remember going to meet one government official saying that the person should support my project. And he said, now you're a lady. If you want me to support the project, you have to sleep with me. And I'm like, I don't understand. It's a concern project. I don't get it.
Wow, right? We're supposed to come to that part. Wow, okay.
Bias. That's just the whole bias around the whole system. I don't know whether it was culture embedded in us or what it was, but it just feels like women are supposed to be relegated to the background and they have nothing to offer except their bodies, and they should just stay home and become housewives.
And cook food.
Exactly. You can say that again.
It's actually breaking. Okay, but can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so we're supposed to come to that point of the sexual harassment and all that, but you just mentioned something about it. So maybe Victoria, you get to tell us about how do you think women can overcome these sexual advances? Because I've actually been in that kind of situation once in my life, but I actually didn't give in because I knew I was more than that and I couldn't stoop that low. So what do you think on the side of the men? What do you think is their problem? Why do they always see women as toys, even when you're not immorally dressed, actually? And how do you think women can actually scale through these situations when they find themselves there?
Okay, so you mentioned on the side of men. Okay, so those who ask for this kind of, I won't even call it favor, but this kind of rubbish, they think that women, they think that we are hopeless, like we are really hopeless without them. That's their thought. They think that we really can't do anything without them, and basically they need or we need our support. We need their support all through the way just to succeed and all that. And for the women who give, who eventually gives in, I would say that they don't know their self-worth. They don't know what they are able to achieve with or without the favors from them. So the pressures are really high. I'm aware of that. The pressures are really, really, really high. But knowing your self-worth, knowing who you are exactly, knowing that you are basically more than this, really, basically more. So after I give my body, what next? And they'll give me the money. Then tomorrow morning I'll still see them in the office, and life continues. Like, what's that? So it's a matter of self-worth for me. It's a matter of self-worth,
Yeah.
and knowing who you are, basically.
Okay, I think that's fine. Okay, so let's go to Victoria Mekanya. So Victoria Mekanya, now you're in this space, and it's, I wouldn't say it's so simple for a lady actually. Yeah, we have same brains with the men and all that. So what kept you going? What was your motivation? Because I know I've known you for over a year now. Yes. So what kept you going? What made you kept looking for um you kept getting jobs, the space, you just kept moving on no matter the challenges you faced. So what was your motivation like, even as a lady in the crypto space?
Well, my motivation was I am so passionate
I
about
can't
blockchain.
actually hear you.
I am so passionate about blockchain and everything that it represents. So I wouldn't say like 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 I'm just so passionate about blockchain. So it just kept me going. I've been in the space since 2016. So I feel like it's just the future of everything. So yeah, I just kept going and going and going, and I'm still going. So yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So that just answers all the question. Your passion actually, that's what's going to keep you going in anything you're doing, not just as a lady, even as a man. So let's go back to
Yeah,
Barrister
exactly.
Clara.
Thank
Clara,
you.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Barrister Clara, there's something I saw going around and I got interested in it. Now, I wouldn't say, Barrister Clara, can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly.
So I wouldn't say I'm as strong as a man. Nah, I can never be as strong as a man because even is there are very few women that have the strength of a man. I know we're powerful and we're very strong, but in some cases, or the men are going to argue with me now, the men are stronger and they are more powerful in a way. Like for instance, if I want to lift a bag of rice, I definitely can't lift a bag of rice. But my younger brother will just come and carry the bag of rice on his neck, and that's it. So, do you believe we should be discussing equality or equity?
So I think I'll divert a little from your question, right? In recent times, I've seen the rise of, fighting for women's rights, women equality, and I feel that it's based on kind of misplaced priority, right? Because women, as like women that we are, right, we already have our place. There's nothing to fight for. All we need to do is to own it. So men have their place, women have their place. What I only advise women to do is do you, if you feel that, okay, this position is the position I want to get to it. So we're not trying to displace men, or we're not trying to like claim a certain kind of equality, because we already know that in the sight of God, we are equal. God made them male and female. Now I'm coming from the Bible perspective, right? So we're not fighting for any position. We have setting roles that, yes, we know that we should do, right? It's just that we're trying to say that break the bias in such a way that you're not limiting your potential. So if, irregardless, because I've seen something over time that's happened for generations now, where women just get married and then they forget about their dreams, their goals, their aspirations. And that's the problem, right? Because once you understand who you are, what you're meant to do, and where you want to reach, keep reaching for the goal, irregardless of what the man is doing. As a man is pursuing his own goals, his visions, everything, pursue yours. So we're not fighting for women equality. We're not fighting for anything. We're just fighting to take our place in the center stage of life. So that's what I think. Gold, are you there? Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think she's experiencing some form of network glitch.
I think so.
As she drops off and comes on.
Okay, so before Gold joins, maybe I'll just continue a little bit before she joins, right? So just for the men in the house as well, right? To break the bias means to not to put a lead on your potentials as well. So as much as we're talking about the fact that we women have to break our bias in such a way that we do not take the notion of women cannot be this or that is not something that we should own as our own narrative. We should also understand that irregardless of what's happening outside, we have certain bias that we need to break as individuals. When you want to push forward for maybe certain opportunities that you want to go out for, and there's something inside of you telling you that you cannot be that because of XYZ thing, that's a bias on your inside you also have to overcome and to get rid of, right? So it doesn't matter where you are, what background you have, you can be anything you want to be, only if you put your mind to it, right? So yeah, thank God Gold is back.
Yes, I'm back. My network actually went off, like I said. I don't know why network keeps behaving that way, but I'm back. Okay, I didn't really get all what you said, but let me just assume I understood what you said. So are you of the school of thought that we should be thinking about equality or equity?
So we're equal already. So equality. We're equal
Really?
already.
Really?
I feel
yeah,
like
I think I want equity actually.
Okay, so it depends on your context of equity, really, right? So equality, is it that men, maybe in the home, men spend 50%, women spend 50%, or is it that I'm of the opinion, I don't know what equality or equity is, but I'm of the opinion that men do them and women do do what they desire to do. That's my school of thought.
I'm interested in knowing what equity means.
Okay, Barrister, can you explain equity?
My dear,
in this context, really.
I should explain equity in accordance to what the law says.
The law, no, just equity to English language. Okay, equality.
No, in this context.
In this context.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fail.
Gold.
Yeah, I'm here. I thought you were explaining equity.
You don't
I thought you were explaining equity in this context. Because I don't know what you mean by equity in this context. If you don't explain equity, I'll explain equity with recourse to what the law says.
Okay, equity, according to what the law says, is what?
Equity, if it comes to the law, must come with equity. That's what I know.
Okay, Victoria, what's your own definition for equity?
Same thing she said. Anyone who comes to the law must come with equity. But I really want to know, you asked the question, we asked equality and equity. So,
Okay, so
if you understand what equality is, what is equity?
Okay, so the equity I'm trying to talk about is being fair to a lady. Because I'm a lady, you shouldn't let me stand under the sun because I'm a lady.
No, equality. Sorry. I know I don't.
Okay, that's the equity I'm talking about. That's equality. That's the equity I'm talking about. You should understand that I am short, and you should stretch your hand and get something for me because I am short.
No,
I agree with that one. No,
no, I don't actually.
Yeah. Wait, are you accepting equality now or equity?
Me now I'm accepting equity.
That's the equity I'm talking about. Okay, so I had a conversation with a lady and she was talking about equality. I said, I personally, I don't want to be equal to any man. Fine. Yes, we're all equal in the eyes of God and all that, but I don't want to be as strong as you. Be the strong person. Let me enjoy me being a lady. Then you have to do
That's what I've been saying since. That's what I've been saying since. Men do men, do what they do, and we just,
Yeah, okay. Okay, before we continue, if you're just joining the conversation, if you joined earlier, this is Pick a Niche, but today is Pick a Niche special. We're celebrating all the amazing women in the space, outside the space, that are doing so well. I know so many mothers that they have kids, but yet they're achieving a whole lot. So if you're just joining the conversation, we're talking about breaking the bias or break the bias. And it's been an interesting conversation. We have men to listening to us. If you have any question for us, just drop your questions and we'll attend to it. And also, let me sell a little market. If you've not downloaded Boundless Pay app, just go to Apple Store or Play Store and download your Boundless Pay app. And if you need a referral code, you can actually use my name, GOLD, Gold, to download it. And I've been using the app and it's been awesome. It's been amazing. So yeah, Boundless Pay sponsors GrindEarn. So yes, I have to sell Boundless Pay on GrindEarn platform anytime, anyhow. Okay, thank you very much for that. Let's go back to the conversation. And also remember, when you download the app, you get referral bonus to your app. So make sure you get the app and enjoy what I've been enjoying on that app. Now let's go back. Mekaina, I've not been hearing your voice. Are you still with us?
Yes, I am.
So you've not told me your own school of thought. Do you believe in equity or you believe in equality?
I believe in equality or both. I don't know. Can I pick both?
What did you say?
I believe in both equity and equality. I mean,
okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell us why?
Wow, that's a hard one. Can I think about it? I'm really slow and it might take a while. Let me think about it.
Okay, let me give you an explanation. Like someone wrote in the chat box. Someone said, notice as determined in he said equity is the right word, because if you say equality, then ladies won't get any preferential treatment. So do you still believe in equity or do you still believe in equality?
No, but it's, for me, the preferential treatment is what I don't like.
Yes.
Oh, you actually don't like it?
And for me too. So that's why I feel like even the divide of is there something in between equity and equality? Because I feel like those two are not just blending well with me. Because first off, is the preferential treatment. We don't want preferential treatment. We want to get things by merit, right? But there's still certain age-long traditions that we need to uphold. For example, there's some things that women women are, naturally good at. Not because of anything, but because over time we've learned it, right? Men to can learn it, like cooking and all. But a lot of guys don't like to cook. So we'll cook the food, and then you help out with certain stuff like carrying heavy equipment, in equality and
Okay. So Victoria doesn't like okay, someone said I really want to hear the view of our Kenyan sister. So Victoria, you're still thinking about it. We're waiting for you. Okay. The guy in the comment section, he said, if you're going for equity in place of equality, then where then is the bias you're talking of breaking, please? This is actually a question, ma. Okay, Victoria, go on. You're saying something.
That's a really hard question for me. Let me just think about it. I'll answer before the call, and I just find it so difficult.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. So, Barista Clara,
Okay.
Someone just asked that question now. He said,
no,
if you're going...
someone just said in between equality and equity is feminism. No, I'm not for feminism. So I don't know where I stand in this divide, but I'm just going to try to find my place. So I'm not saying I'm break the bias of, trying to give preferential treatment or trying to put a lead on our potentials and all of that. But still, there are certain things that are just cautious. Like they're just things that you do because you are just a nice person. And still do those things, right? So I don't know what that school of thought is, but that's where I am.
Well, okay. So okay, Victoria Haruna.
I'm here.
We are trying to say something before.
What did you say, please?
Then we are trying to talk about the equality and equity that, okay, he said, the question he asked was,
I get
if
it.
you're going for equity in place of equality, then where then is the bias you're talking of breaking?
Okay, so
then
firstly, I'm not going for equity for no reason. For plenty reasons, sorry, not for no reason, for plenty reasons. For me, I would say equality is being able to not be as strong as a man, but be able to try out what a man can also try out. If a man can do this, nothing stops you as a human being. Now, we are all equal. That's the truth. But we have different qualities, of course, or different features and all that. But what a man can do, a woman should also be able to do it. Because one, we have flesh, we have the blood, it's the same flesh, it's the same blood that is flowing through our body. It's just our mindset that tells us that, okay, you are a woman, you should be sitting down when a man is standing. It's your mindset that tells you that you're a lady. It's ladies first.
But we're built differently.
Yes, sorry? Because check the men's muscles.
We're built differently.
For example, I'm summarized.
Job now. Then a man should not be a woman should not be a civil engineer. A woman should not be into politics. A woman should not be into hard jobs. You should be sitting there in the kitchen and be cooking good food.
No. I think I like what someone just sent something on the comment section, and it's Obina, and he said it's simply gender visibility. I think that's the right word we're looking for. We're not fighting in such a way that we want to do, maybe a man is carrying a bag of rice and wants to carry a bag of rice, or for example, we're not fighting for that. We're just saying that we want to be able to do the same things that men do in certain areas, right? I think our ladies need to go and do a broad study on gender equality. Then okay. Yeah, I think we'll do that.
Okay. Oh, so I have to choose a side. No, me, I'm not choosing any side actually, but Victoria is saying that we should try to do what the men are doing, which is actually everybody's entitled to whatever side they want to take. But I don't think I want to carry a bag of rice when I know a man is there and can carry the bag of rice. I won't even try.
Yeah.
No, sorry, it's not like you should. You know that you have the capabilities to. You know that you can, but you would not just do that because a man is already there. It's not like because a man is carrying, you should also carry. No, you know that you should. I'm sorry, you know that you can, not like you should. I don't know if you get that. It's about the
Yeah,
mind.
but even
You
if I
should
can
know
carry
that
it, as long as there's a man there,
if a
I
man
will
is there,
not do
you
past
carry it.
myself.
But you know, because see, the most important thing is knowing your capabilities. Now, sorry, my kids are disturbing. So,
See, you see
the
that
most
what we're
important,
talking about. You're taking care of the children, and you still have to work. You still have to do a lot of things. Don't mind me. This is what you're
sorry,
saying.
don't mind me. So, it's about knowing your capabilities. So, yeah, we women should know that they can also achieve they could also achieve their dreams. Now, for someone who had a lot of dreams before getting married, had a lot of dreams before getting married, the husband will now come and tell you that, auntie, you will have to sit down in the house and take care of my children and be cooking food. Don't worry, I'm going to provide all your needs and all that. I know that you are a woman, and they are the weaker vessels, and you should just sit down at home and just take care of the kids. Well, when you actually know that you had so many things in mind, or so many plans and visions and all that, but somehow you've just been relegated to the back. You've just been relegated, and over time you begin to lose sight of your vision that you had beforehand. You actually know in your mind, in your down bottom of your mind, that you have this in you, but you are not just being able to. So it's more of being able to know your capabilities, or being able to know that you can also achieve the height you want to achieve, irrespective, because you're a woman, because you're bearing, because you are in a tight society. Lagos, for instance, is not favorable to women at all.
Yeah.
Should I don't know, but we are capable. No, to be honest, we are really capable. It's just that everything is just
Okay. So
I think before we end this conversation, everybody needs to pick a side, whether
pick my own
equity or
side.
equality.
Victoria has chosen equality. She has been on the side of equality.
Because Victoria just inspired me, and I just said, okay, I'm going for equality.
Okay, so someone on the chat box said, you are yet to accept a school of thought. God, you are part of those who use men. Whoa, really? He said, carry your rice by yourself. Or no, you cannot stress me, please. Okay, imagine I'm wearing heels and you're wearing canvas, and I'm standing, you're sitting. Even you're supposed to stand up so I sit.
No. If it's that one right now, I think right now the other part of me has risen up, and for equality. Nobody sent it away. Nobody sent it away.
You have to be a gentleman. You have to be a gentleman.
No, remove your heels and hold it on your hand.
No, you have to be a gentleman, because if I was actually sitting and I see an old or elderly person, I'll definitely stand up for that old or elderly person. So I think
respect,
if the man
actually.
is raised
That's not
right,
equality or equity. That's
okay,
respect.
okay,
For
that's
an older,
respect actually.
yeah, that's respect. That's not equality or equity. That's respect.
But still, let's come back to the
That's a
men.
different ball game
Let's
entirely.
come back to the men. You can see that I'm in pains. Then you won't stand up for me to sit down. Why?
How do you know
They're in
that the man
pains
is not
too.
also in pains?
He's not in pains. He's on flat
Yes.
shoes.
How do you know that his flat shoe is not choking him in his leg?
Okay, so Victoria McKenna, you've not told us the part or the school of thought you belong to. Just choose one. Either equality.
I'll go for equity.
You see, your mic went off actually.
I'll go for equity. I feel like it stands for fairness and justice. On the other hand, equality is more, I don't know. I just feel
Yeah.
I'll pick equity.
Yes. My secretary
Yeah.
is here to choose a side.
No, I've chosen a side. I'm for equality. I'm not doing equity no more.
Masakla, you were confused at first.
Equality. No, at first I was confused, but right now, as they have decided that I should choose a side. I just, I want to be, towing towards the line of the men, right? They too, they should be fighting for their rights. So equality.
Okay, so let's just carry the audience along. Someone said, so
You have to
equality.
think about the implication of equality.
Someone said, so equality is shading women as equally as men. Okay, someone said, well, I feel all three aspects are used. Oh, I don't know what you're writing. Don't know if this is a word. My dad owns an automobile spare parts shop, and whenever people come, they'll be like, where's the owner? I want to buy a tire. And I'll be like, I'm in charge, and they'll be surprised. A girl. Another instance, when my neighbor's house was under construction, the person in charge was a lady. She raised the house from foundation till it was painted and fenced. People were surprised. So what do you call this? Equity or equality? Courtesy demands you do a good act of goodwill, or just because the person concerned is a lady, considered lesser. Okay, so let's talk about this one that I think is a lady that drops this. She said people don't believe that she can be in a shop selling tire or something like that. Then she talked about a lady that she's a civil engineer actually, and she built a house from the foundation to the finish point. So is that equity or equality? I think that's different now. Masaka, what do you have to say?
Yeah, but that's the bias we're trying to break now. The stereotype that because she's a lady, she cannot do this, right? So let's leave equality or equity out of the way, right? Okay, I think Izexin is saying that that's equality, right? So me, I've already told you people that I'm on the side of equality this night.
Yeah, actually, when it comes to work, there's no equality, there's no equity when it comes to work, because a tax that will be given to you, the same tax that will be given to a guy.
Yes, and that's what we are fighting for. We're saying that we're not fighting for it. That's the bias that we want to break. That because we're women, you feel that we cannot take on certain tax, should not be. And I think that's what the whole conversation tonight is all about. That no matter the gender, so far as like if someone is capable of doing certain things, the person is capable, irrespective of whether the person is a male or a female. So no one should put a stereotype or put a lead on us that because we are women, we shouldn't be in this line, right? Or we shouldn't be in a certain profession, for example. No, because we are women doesn't change the fact that we are human with innate capacity to do so many things that other people of the other gender can, become.
You're right
well.
when you say of other genders.
Yeah, because right now
we have different genders. We have male, female, hermaphrodites, transgender, and everything. So you're right when you say other genders, actually. Okay, so I don't see any more comments coming up. And it's been an amazing conversation, actually. And we don't like to take so long on any conversation. If you missed the beginning of this conversation, you can rewatch it on our YouTube channel and you can share to whoever needs it. Like I said earlier, I was motivated to remain in the blockchain space just because someone said, you're a girl, you can't learn this. It's not for girls. So that was my motivation. I wanted to prove a point. And Mekaina also said she was motivated because she loved blockchain. So what's your motivation? It's not bad if you're a woman and you love cooking. It's not bad if you're a woman, you love doing hair. I was a hairstylist. I learned how to make hair. I make hair a lot, but I decided to choose something better. For me, it's something better. It's something more for me. So if you're a lady on this call, you can just choose what works for you actually, but make sure you stand out. So, Vice Clara, can you just give us your last words, advice to the ladies who are trying to
All
try
right, so advice to the ladies and to the men. So to the men too, you can also break your bias, because I think some years ago they used to look at men that plait women's hair or make nails as awkward people and all of that, right? And they just put that color, pink is for ladies, blue is for men, all of those kind of bias. I don't know who thought of those kind of things, right?
Yeah.
But irregardless of what society thinks, if you believe that you can do it, then you can, irrespective of your gender.
Victoria Mekaina, oh no, Victoria Haruna, can you just say your last words, ladies?
Okay, so to the ladies, it is very possible to achieve your set goals. Very possible. As long as you're determined about it and you're focused on how to achieve that, it's very possible, irrespective of the situations around you. Yeah, it's very possible. And for the guys, stop looking down on the women. We can do it. We can achieve our goals with or without your help. We will get there.
I hope you don't usually tell your husband not to help you do anything.
Because I think I'm seeing that.
because the way you're sounding there, you will tell your husband, honey, leave it, I can do it. I can do it for myself.
You will not stress my life. Oh. If you cannot do it, don't worry. I will do my thing by myself.
Okay. Okay, so Mekaina, can you just say last words? Maybe a female that wants to become a developer or something in the blockchain space. What's your word for that person?
Just keep doing you. Have passion in whatever you do it, and yeah, let the goddess in you shine beautifully, and you'll make it. Yeah, that's all from me. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, so someone just dropped a Bible verse. He said he's actually a pastor. The elder women, First Timothy 5:2, the elder women as mothers, the younger as sisters, with all purity. I won't deny my mom what she wants. I won't stop her from pursuing her dreams. So in other words, all the men on this call, married or unmarried, don't stop your wife from achieving whatever she wants to achieve. And you can also support her, be supportive, so she can achieve all that she sets her heart to do. Yeah, Mrs. Victoria, I'm liking you already. Please train your daughters to be strong too. I be liking somebody's wife. Well done. Okay, so if you joined the conversation today, I actually had so much fun. It was interesting. It was very sweet to listen to, and it's good to know that we have women who are strong, like Victoria, that doesn't need any man's help. Please, me, I need help sometimes.
We're looking for equity up and down.
Okay, so no, I'm actually not looking for help, but when I can make use of help, who am I to say no?
You know one thing with equity. Sorry, you know one thing with equity. Well, with the way it's been explained here, one thing with equity is if you always expect that the men.
Okay, I think my network went off.
Okay, so if you would always expect that the men would favor you or be fair to you in certain conditions, you should not expect that they are able to really push you up there, because they might see you as actually weak. Yes, they might see you as actually weak. That's if you always expect that the men favor you, or maybe you do your face one kind and say, let them pity you. Yes, let them pity you and do a favor for you, kind of, or pity you. And just like the instance of you are supposed to be standing and she's supposed to be sitting, they would see you as a weaker vessel. We are weaker vessels, actually.
But the Bible says we are weaker vessels already.
Yes, we are weaker vessels, actually, but they would see you as that weak. So giving you something strong, giving you a strong responsibility, giving you that responsibility to really push you up there would would be kind of hard, because they already see you as, it's just a mind stereotype. They already see you as this kind of person. I don't know if that's
Okay, thank you very much. So if you just joined the conversation for the first time today, this is Pick a Niche powered by GrindEarn. We usually do more of crypto education, tech education, and we educate people about the blockchain space, how to become a techie or anything tech you want to learn. We're here for you. And if you've not joined our community, the link will be dropped on the chat box. You can join our community and be part of what we do. We'll carry you along. If you're a lady and you need a mentor, we have mentors in the house that can carry you along. And also, if you've not downloaded the Boundless Pay app, you can just do that and get it on Play Store or iOS Store and enjoy the goodness of Web 3.0 on your Boundless Pay app. So thank you everybody for joining the call. Thank you, Barrister Clara. It was an amazing time with you. Thank you, Victoria.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everybody, for joining the call. See you next week, Thursday, for another amazing session. And yeah, love you all. Have a lovely night rest.
Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.